welcome, Red State Update Parkers. My name's Jackie Bro.
Hey, everybody, this is Dunlap, the man, coming at you live from Red State Update headquarters.
Right.
Red State Update headquarters is a buzz with all the damn debate takes.
Oh, the debate. Yeah. Well, we ain't done one of these since Trump court. That's over with.
So what is this, Trump debate?
Debate, yeah. Trump debate. But they ain't talking a whole lot about him other than, the usual, just full of bull hockey in line. Mm-hmm. Now it's old man Biden.
He died, right? He died on stage.
I think they had to come out, resuscitate.
People are worried because they saw him with the paddles on his chest.
That Jake Tapper jumped up there, and they shocked him a few times. And, of course, Trump's sitting there gloating over it like,
They ought not do that, though. The moderator not get involved. That's favoritism.
Well, that's what Trump was upset about.
They said from the beginning they weren't going to fact check, and if somebody had a heart attack, they're just going to let them die.
You're on your own. But yeah, he looked terrible up there, pale as could be. I think he was drooling a lot.
They said that he was. I didn't see it, but I don't have one of them high-def TVs.
He had a big, snot hanging like a long...
I saw that.
You saw that? Yeah, hanging on. Now, he still looked better than Trump, as far as I'm concerned.
Me too. Yeah. I'd rather dig up any corpse from a graveyard. I'd rather look at it than
I'll stare
Trump.
at it lovingly, longingly, if I have to, other than look at what. And all he did was he said everything is about the standards are below the submarine. What is snake feces on the bottom of the ocean?
That's low.
That's where we're at right now. That's where we're at right now. So, yeah, you can get up there and lie all you want, but if you study and, keel over, have a heart attack.
If you ask where you are. Remember that debate? Who was that way back in the Admiral? They had an Admiral running for vice president.
Those
were the days.
That's Ross Perot's Admiral. I don't remember. What the hell was his name? Yeah.
Nobody knows anymore. Lost to history.
Gridlock. That was his word. Gridlock. See, this is gridlock. He'd come in, and the other two would nod, and then move on.
Oh, was he the same? Is he who I'm thinking of? That was like, who am I? Why am I here? That was him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good,
That's
good.
Him.
And gridlock.
Yeah.
And
Gridlock.
now he wandered out. They couldn't catch him.
Oh, he dead now, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure he's dead. Ross Perot dead too. Biden's still alive, though. I mean, barely.
Yeah. Nobody's running Ross Perot for president. We know he's dead. Biden's alive. You wouldn't run nobody dead knowingly, probably, for president. The DNC would not run a dead person for president, more than likely. I can't say 100. Nobody can say 100% anything.
Not anymore. Not these days. We'll see. They could be running a dead man 20 minutes after we done talking on this. I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
They wouldn't run. The Republicans would run dead Ronald Reagan if they could, except Trump would run him down the road. And they'd be like, well, I don't know what would happen then if Trump started. If we put Ronald Reagan's corpse up against Trump and Trump started running Ronald Reagan down, the party would just go insane. They wouldn't know what to do.
I think they'd be all for it. They don't give a damn anymore. He can run down whatever. Run down Abraham Lincoln. He can run down who you don't. He runs down the country. He literally runs down the United States of America every time he opens his mouth, and they love it. They love it. The man hates his country. It's the worst country. We're fools. Everybody thinks we're the worst country in the world. We are the worst country in the world. Yeah. Keep going.
Jackie, I think this is a good opportunity for you to get back in the race.
No.
Jackie Bros for president.
Don't start that again.
A lot of people don't like Biden for being so old. I mean, yes, there are several, people who have voiced some opposition to Biden remaining in the race because he's so old. That's been that way for a while, and it seems to have maybe picked up some steam lately.
Well, yeah, after, what we looked on TV, yeah.
But there are people who defend Biden, who say it don't matter that he's so old or can barely talk, or his voice his throat makes that rattling noise every time he tries to. It's okay that the White House smells like Bengay and forehead filler and German Shepherd shit because it smelled worse when Trump was in there.
Well, yeah, it did. I'm sure it had to.
And those people would probably welcome you into the race because you, compared to Biden, you're a fairly healthy looking, well, I guess it doesn't matter, is what I'm saying, how you look. And I think maybe people are so desperate for a option to Biden that if you showed your grizzled old face, they'd say, well, sure, why not him? This is it, Jackie.
Well, the New York Times have wrote a big thing up, said for the good of the country, Joe Biden needs to drop out. He needs to look at, if he really country over party, stand tall, do the right thing. Because you remember, this wasn't too long ago, I don't think, Miss McConnell had some health problems, remember? Freezing up all the time. He kept freezing, and sure enough, what they say, didn't the New York Times put a big article for the good of the country, and didn't he step down?
I think that's exactly what happened.
He said, I understand. If I'm concerned about my health as everybody else is, I need to do the right thing.
And thank you to the New York Times for bringing it to my attention.
Yeah,
he said.
So I don't know why. If Mitch McConnell can do it, I don't know why.
There's a lot of people mad at the New York Times. Say, well, why don't you run editorial saying Trump should drop out of the race because of all the crimes he's done?
Well, yeah,
and for being an asshole.
Yeah.
I think they ought to run that. Just Trump should drop out of the race because he's an asshole.
Well, they should. The Republicans don't care about any of that stuff. That's the thing, though. Biden, old, drooling, falling over. Let's be honest. I'm going to say all Democrats are a little worried about it. Doesn't mean they ain't going to vote for it, but are they worried about it? Yeah, of course they are. But Republicans, sexually assaulted a woman at a department store. You go down the list. We sit here for the next 3 or 4 hours, go on down, all the civil suits, everything. They don't give a damn.
No. And if Biden was their candidate, if Trump was almost as old as Biden, he is almost as old as Biden. But if Trump come off looking as bad, he does in a different way. But let's just say that they had a candidate that was Biden. The Democrats were saying, get rid of him. He's too old. The Republicans say, ageism. You can't tell us what to do. Look, liberal, cry some more about this old man fixing to run the country in a ditch.
Yeah.
Cry some more. They'd love it. The old people would be their favorite thing in the world.
Well, sure.
Which I guess it kind of are.
Yeah, well.
Old white people.
Oh, you definitely old white people. Yeah, that's it.
When was the last time somebody was ageist to you, Jackie? When was the last time you felt the effects of cruel ageism?
Oh, you mean somebody treat me with respect because of my age?
No.
Well,
somebody say, give me your keys, old man.
No, nobody says that to me. What do you mean, give me your keys?
Does anybody treat you like you don't know what you're doing or you're losing your marbles or you smell bad?
What?
Your knees make too much noise?
Well, I ain't paying much attention. If they are, I don't know if they are or not. My knees make too much noise.
When you walk and your knees are clicking and clacking like a damn...
They don't click or clack. They kind of screechy now and then, but not click and clack, no.
Clicking and sound like a damn Quiet Place monster coming and going. I can't do that voice they make in their noise. They got a noise in their throat.
I don't know what is it when you're talking about it. I don't know first thing about it. I think my favorite part of the debate you were talking about old white men is when they were talking about golfing. I beat you in golf. No, I beat you in golf. That was a nice part of it.
Yeah. Should we just let them play golf and then while they're there, nuke the golf course and just start all over and pretend it didn't happen?
Say that. That's awful.
Well, no, I didn't say I said nuke them. We can't really nuke nobody.
That's true.
You can't unless you're a terrorist who's got access to it.
Yeah, if they try to dirty bomb, whatever.
I'm not calling for them to get hurt. I'm just saying no more than they would in a normal game of golf. I'm just saying,
just let them both out there by themselves, they'd never make it back.
No cart,
nothing. No, they got to walk. That's it. Just let them out there. They'd get lost.
Where they'd step in the holes?
Yep.
In a sand trap? They couldn't climb out of a sand trap.
No, neither one of them. Just imagine one of them trying to help the other one out.
They are kind of like a grosser Laurel and Hardy. Like if you had them moving a piano or something, that'd be pretty funny.
They never did have real old people too old to do stuff to get hurt. When you hurt old people, remember, I guess people don't think that's funny like it used to be, right?
Yeah, when did that stop? When did that fall out of favor?
Well, you know me, I don't like rap music that much, but the one I do that's funny, the fat boys, the disorderlies, when they in charge of all the old people. That was good. I like that one because it's funny. They fall, they fall out of the wheelchair, fall out the window, on and on and on. And yeah, they stop and rap a little bit and eat some food because they love that food. The fat boys, see, they're all big.
I don't know that I've seen Disorderlies by the Fat Boys.
What?
That film. When did you watch it?
I was changing the channels, and sure enough, they was rapping at first, and I didn't think but then I was curious why they had the outfits
scrubs
on.
on.
Yeah, while they're wearing scrubs, just had a new thing, new fad. I try to keep up a little bit what's going on, and no, they was just a whole story to it, and them rolling around, just all the people just being old, not knowing what rap music is or how much they were eating.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that. I need to catch up on that.
I'm just saying that's the last time I remember old people getting, when old people getting hurt was funny.
Maybe it's on Tubi or something. I'll try to catch up with it.
Don't they have like somebody gets up, dresses up like an old man, falls down? What's that? Who does that?
Tim Conway?
No, that's an old one. Somebody does it now. What's his name does it from Tennessee? Knoxville. He dressed up like Grandpa. As he fall, they kick him in the crotch over and over again. Things like that. That's something, right? It's funny because he's not really old, but you could probably find somebody real old wouldn't mind,
Yeah,
doing
if
that.
you could find somebody real old that could still take a punch and run them for president, they might get somewhere with it.
At this point, I'd vote for it. Let's see them. Line them up. Whoever can withstand, getting the hell knocked out of them.
And be funny about it, not sad.
If you don't fall down and act like tough, okay, that's a good point. But if you do fall down and you turn it into something and make it, entertaining for everybody, then you got a chance too. Maybe they need to do reverse psychology. They shall say, we got to get Biden out. Who could you run against him that makes Biden look young? No, there ain't nobody.
A pyramid?
Yep.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Pelosi's
same age. She's, 80, what? She's 80 years old.
But she's like a grandma on the go. She's like somebody, she goes with her senior group to see Broadway play at T-Pack and brings you back a magnet from whatever farmer's market she went to.
Yeah.
If they got magnets at the farmer's market. I tell you, one thing they could do, and I think they could do this for both of them. It shouldn't be favoritism for Trump, for Biden, because they're both old.
Yeah.
So what they should do is play some music that was popular when they were younger. You know how they say if you got Alzheimer's and you play a song from when you was little,
brings you back around.
They're like, I remember taking, Eliza to the moon dance.
Well, he was standing next to Elton John the other day, Joe Biden. Maybe that's probably what that is. They gave him, take him out there. He remembers what's going on because he liked Yellow Brick Road or whatever it is.
And Trump, too. You could probably play some music from when Trump was music he listened to when he was a kid, which would be like what? Opera written by Nazis?
I don't know. I don't know what is it. He like the only thing I ever see him, he dancing all the time, YMCA. That's all he dances to. Every time he does one of his shows, it's a YMCA. He loves that song.
How many of the original Village People are still alive and are MAGA?
I couldn't. How many of them?
It's two different questions, I guess.
How many of them are? I don't know how many people from the village.
I don't either.
Yeah, I can't remember. There was an Indian.
Mm-hmm.
There was a cowboy, because you got to have those two, usually, right?
Usually, yeah. Balance it out.
Window cleaner, window washer.
Uh-huh.
Construction worker.
Oh, I thought that was the window washer.
No, I think that's two different jobs. That's one.
Was he a window washer or like a squeegee man that stands by the side of the road?
Window washer, construction man, trying to get them all. Cowboy Indian.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a motorcycle man.
Yeah.
And I think there's a Dracula.
Yep.
Is that it? All of them?
They got a new Dracula movie coming out, Jackie. Nosferatu. Did you see that trailer?
Nosfer what?
Not Nosferatu.
No. I don't know. I mean, if it's good, I'll go see it. I like Draculas. Usually, if they'd been a monster and not acting all, cool or whatever it is. I like it. Well, I want a monster to be a monster is what I want.
Like Biden should just be Biden.
Well, he is, as far as I can tell. He ain't trying to be nothing else. He's an old man. What is he supposed to be?
I think he should just stop trying to answer questions. Like, Trump just lies, says whatever he wants. If they ask Biden, like, what will you do about inflation? This, well, I'll tell you what, I don't know about inflation, but I remember when I was 14 years old and the bus route I took.
What's the difference? That's the same thing.
Same thing.
Well, like a little, and let me tell you, people, I tried to look at some of this debate because I figured I'd have to get on here and talk about it a little bit, and that's what wound up. But I did. I had, after a while, I had turned it off. I just couldn't look at it. Just a mess. But like he'd sit there, what have you done? And then Biden would say, we lowered it, which he did. They lowered insulin to $13 or however much it is. It used to be $200 or whatever. And he said, we did that for seniors and blah, blah, blah. And then when it was Trump's turn to talk about it, I did that. You didn't do it. I did it. No pushback, no nothing. That was the end of that. Trump people going to believe that no matter what anyway. He literally, you can't debate him. You can't give him any forum. You get any kind of platform, he's just going to get up there and lie his head off. And Jake Tapper sit there and look at him, and Dana Bash, that's who it was. Right? They just go right ahead, sir. Next question.
Like, at this point, we know it. Trump's going to lie, and Biden is going to frighten us all by trying to answer these questions. And we also know that Biden's got people around him, and Trump also has people around him. So let's just take them out of having to answer these bullshit that we're like, let's be honest, we don't really care either. We don't want to hear them talk about it. So let's just ask them questions where they can really shine, where we can get to know them. Barbara Walters kind of question. Let's say, how were you, what kind of tree would you be if you were, could be a tree, an old tree? What kind of old tree would you be? The oldest. I asked him, what's your favorite, tell us what happened when you went to the prom. Did you go to the prom?
I don't want to.
Tell us about the first person you kissed. I guess that's when you got a sex offender.
No.
You probably don't want to ask that question.
No, I don't want to hear about him kissing anybody. And Biden, as far as I know, has got a clean record of that, and I still don't want to hear nothing about it. Neither one of them kissing on anybody. No.
I got it. New Village people, and they're all dressed up like different monsters. Frankenstein, bring Dracula back.
That's Monster Mash.
Yep.
Well, how are they going to be Village people and Monster Mash?
Well, they could be the New Village people, and they also sing Monster Mash.
For a minute, I thought you were going to say New Village people again, and they're all Trump.
What would that be?
That would be awful.
Like, is it Trump dressed up as a motorcycle man?
I just thought it'd be all them dressed up like him. Like, it'd look like he was in court and, Congress showed up.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's pretty good.
They support him, yeah. They sing a little song on top of it.
The New Village people could be all the Democrats people want to replace Biden. How would that work? You can't just yank him out, right?
No, that's the thing. Oh, he's going to stay. We're going to have to, the party, the money people behind it, the donors, they're going to switch it up. Well, people already voted. You can't do it again. They voted for him already. That's it. The only person that can take him out is he himself, nobody else. You can try to talk him into it. You can say whatever, but the only person making that decision is Joe Biden.
So he would have to say it himself and say it in a way that you can understand. It's loud enough, not too flimmy.
Uh-huh. Get through it, a little strong attitude, a little bit, Try not to stutter too much, stutter a little bit, sure. That's fine. We understand.
Close your mouth when you're listening to other people.
Yes, please.
That's hard. I mean, that would be hard for me to do.
Same here. People were talking also, now granted, I'm up there in age and stuff. Like, people are saying, well, they're rumbling the voices behind the scenes. There's people, leaking stories out to the press, people in his administration saying, well, he's great, he's good, but he's really, you can really only count on him to handle everything between 8 a.m. and 5 or 6, and then after that, but isn't that most people?
You can listen to these podcasts and tell which ones we did after 6 p.m.
Yeah. That's most people. I do, especially when you're 82. You're doing good if you're 82, if you got that much, in between. And what are they going to do? Even if he says, okay, fine, y'all have it, to hell with this. But who are they going to throw in there? What, they're going to Newsom. Everybody say California, Newsom. There's Whisper from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? No, Buttigieg.
Yep.
Mayor Pete.
Mm-hmm.
He's not mayor no more. What is he?
He's car and train.
Car train Pete.
And I saw Warnock on a list.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
If there's somebody else.
That should be a sign. Warnock, why not? They just put that on there. You can have that one if you're listening, Reverend.
I don't know. One that nobody would get mad at for being sleazy. Like Gretchen Whitmer getting, that woman, she been craving power. Like Newsom, you already know sleazy. Like,
yeah.
It ain't going to hurt him. He tries to snake in there.
No. His reputation will not be stung at all.
No, it probably helped him because it's like, he'd been so sleazing around this whole time, and now he finally got what he wanted. Well, good for him.
That'd throw Trump for a loop if you'd have to, debate Michael Douglas's second, Wall Street. He's like his second cousin or something like that. He wouldn't know how to do that. Just sleazy Wall Street. You know what I mean? His hair slicked back, all that stuff.
Didn't Trump part of like the Wall Street people? It'd be like two people whose favorite movie is American Psycho, but without understanding why they love it so much.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear a debate on that. Now that I think about it, I'll pass on that. Here's the other thing. He does have a vice president. Her name is Kamala Harris. You don't hear who is saying her name. Why wouldn't she? What the hell is up with that? We got to pick Newsom. We got to pick what about the person that was going to get the job if it did kill over? Why wouldn't she just step up?
He'll be 86 when he's done being president if he wins. So there's a chance it's going to happen. She's going to be president anyway. It ain't exactly a low chance.
No, that's a possibility. That's the reason we have vice presidents. Not so much while we have 86-year-old presidents, but still.
I guess you need somebody who's going to campaign and stir the people up, and they're afraid that nobody likes her. But I think it may just be Biden people that don't like her.
What they say, I don't understand. They don't like her. She goes to you see her at colleges, and everybody screaming and hollering for her. Who are they? Somebody likes her. Again, people voted. People had an opportunity to vote, and I'm sure JFK Jr. would be happy to step in their play. I think he actually said that too. I really do think he said, I'm not busy over there. I'm available.
Yeah, they come in. I would like to see. I don't want JFK. RFK, right. JFK Jr., he's going to be president when he comes back in Dallas and takes it over.
Trump's going to be a part of that. That's
all.
He'll be, you're wondering why Trump's waiting to announce his VP. JFK Jr., you heard it here first. Well, actually, you heard it on
something crazy.
QAnon about 2 years ago.
Did RFK Jr. just get in the race because he read all them articles about JFK Jr., people wanting him back? Well, hell, I'm alive, at least.
Yeah, could be.
Maybe they'll come over on my side.
Would they ask him if he was he was upset because he didn't get the debate? Of course, at this point, Joe Biden probably, why didn't they throw him in there? That would have helped things out. Maybe. I don't know.
Get more of a break.
You get a little recovery time.
Add 4 or 5 more people in here.
Well,
hell.
Something to think, when Trump's sitting there lying, not making any sense, he says, keep your mouth shut when the other person's talking. It's kind of hard to because you're sitting there, what the hell is he talking about? Then you go to my, worm ate part of my brain. Biden ain't going to have his mouth closed at all through that debate. So maybe that's not a good idea. Your jaw's going to drop no matter what.
If RFK Jr. became president, the only thing I would like about that is during the inauguration, he'd probably have a hawk swoop down.
Oh, yeah, that would be. Nobody's ever done that, as far as I know. I don't know the history books of hawks.
I don't know. There may have been a hawk or two just swoop down natural.
Well, sure, by, accident, like Bernie Sanders sort of situation.
Yeah, maybe they saw a little mouse.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody done it on purpose.
They need to release a bunch of, you know what I mean? Like how they either release pigeons and stuff at a wedding or whatever.
Doves.
White pigeon, pretty much.
Same thing.
Like for patriotic, you let all of, a bunch of bald eagles loose or something.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Are they still endangered, though?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe not.
No, well, yeah. They're not going to I don't want everybody to get hurt from it or nothing. Let them out, let them go, let them free. Everybody,
We just have to make sure that you don't do nothing that makes eagles mad.
Well, you do that earlier in the day, let the eagles out, because the fireworks come out later in the night.
Yeah, don't do them at the same time.
Don't do it. That's
the kind of thing somebody's going to get mixed up on. Well, now, they said do the fireworks in the morning and the eagles at night? No. They said the eagles in the morning. Well, let's just turn them all loose. That's how Biden gets hurt. And I'll tell you what, if I was a president and I wanted to figure out a way to go, it'd be like killed by a bald eagle. That's metal. That's fierce. That's fire. That's lit. That's all of that. That's Riz.
What about Commander? What if he just jumped up and grabbed it by a jugular?
Now, the way that could help somebody is if the dog jumped on Trump and Trump managed to fight him off. Like, you wouldn't want to see Biden fight off his own dog, because that's sad. But Trump, if you like Trump and you saw Trump fight Biden's dog and win, then, forget it. He might get my vote. I'll be honest. I like dogs. I like Biden. But hell, if Trump dug down deep enough in himself to fight off Commander, hell, I don't know.
Fight off a dog.
I know it. I'd be surprised.
He don't get near a dog because he knows better. He knows he couldn't. Nothing he could do it.
Well, maybe he doesn't get near him because he's so powerful, and the dogs can't help but accept the challenge. And he knows if he gets too close. Look, I'm spreading conspiracy theories now that Trump.
We got enough of them already. Don't need dog wrestling conspiracy theory. Yeah, I don't need that. That's enough.
I think we've given people a lot of good ideas today.
Well, I hope so, because we need them. Good Lord, the country's in the. I guess it could be worse. You watch and see right now, things up in there. Next week, it'll be something else. It's going to get crazier before it's all over with. At this point, I don't see how it can't.
Yeah.
Hopefully not crazy enough where he becomes damn president again. But who the hell knows? I don't know.
Man, I don't know if it'd make a difference. I mean, I'd like to see somebody young debate Trump who really could beat him up a little bit, knock him around some.
Sure. I mean, just with the words, not the physical,
or paws.
Save that energy for the dog, yeah. But somebody get up there, like, just catch him on every one of his lies. Somebody just come,
that'd be good. Why can't you have like a baseball, a designated hitter? Right? Like, if you think Biden's a good president, but you think he's just not going to do a good job debating, why don't you have somebody come in and debate for him?
Sure.
That'd be a good job for Gavin Newsom. Yeah. He gets attention. He gets on TV. He gets to yell at people.
He would go debate people for no reason, like on Fox. He goes, I'm going to go debate DeSantis. What the hell for? Because I want to. I ain't doing nothing else.
You're governor of a large state, sir.
DeSantis also. No, I'm coming. I'm going to, I had made up a map of all the shit all over San Francisco. I'm going to get on there and show it to the world.
I'd like to see Newsom do some WWE managing. I'd like to see him on Super Slam.
He got the kind of attitude, that sleazy attitude, slick back hair. He would be like a good bad guy wrestler manager.
He would be. That's how you can tell the assholes you like. Would they be a good manager in wrestling? Those are good assholes.
All right, I pull for Gavin Newsom, and I put my hat in the his name in the hat.
You wouldn't want to see DeSantis.
No. I don't want to see DeSantis do anything, let alone be president. I don't want to see him go. I don't want to see nothing. At least him and Disney made up. They're all friends now. That's all that matters about that.
If Gretchen
would be guy, bygone.
I don't know if Gretchen Whitmer's would be a good wrestling manager. Probably not. From what little I know about her.
Yeah. I don't know.
It takes a certain I'll tell you this. Bobert, good wrestling manager.
Yes.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, not a good wrestling manager.
No.
So there's a difference there.
They're both awful politicians. We're talking wrestling manager. Which one of them make a good wrestling manager? You're right. Marjorie Taylor Greene be awful. Bobert be good. You're right about that. Yeah. Matt Gaetz.
I'm going to say he wouldn't be good.
No, I don't think he'd be good.
You got to be able to look at him.
Yeah. You don't want to look at him.